Hello everybody, this is Tenacious Earl with the next phase of the 2018 San Diego Open from Torrey Pines. What we're going to do is we are going to do cut day, which is basically the first two rounds. We're going to simulate those have been played, and we will set up the golfers that will go through to the final 2 days and flesh out the 80 or so golfers that won't make it through. So we're going to have a cut around 70 golfers plus ties. That's kind of the way it works on the PGA Tour. That is the way it works. It's not going to be exactly scientific here, but we will see how it goes. So we'll be right back with the beginning of this process to get down to cuts here on the Tenacious Golf Tour. Okay, so here we are. We are at the, if you've watched these before, it's a relatively familiar setup here, what we're going to have, and I'm going to turn this down just a touch so that way you can see my workspace here. So we have a sheet here which gives us, if you remember, we kind of did this, if you've seen, so there are two videos, actually there are three videos that are up on this about getting the qualifiers settled. And so now we've done that, and now we got and so we use this general sheet here to do that, but we're going to use it for what it was actually intended this time. So what that means is we have this sheet will help us bring out basically three different types of golfers. You'll either have the vast majority who make the cut. Not the vast majority. The vast majority will miss the cut. Then you'll have a smaller batch that make the cut, and then you will have a couple, or who knows, maybe more, but not too many will be outstanding golfers. Depends on the roles. And you'll see how that works out. So what we first have to do is create a morning, and I could do a little more shuffling here. And as you can see, sometimes these cards get right side up and upside down, and so just going to do the best I can here to shuffle them some. You're going to see some names here. It doesn't really make a difference in the long run, because so the way I've done it previously is what you do is you have top and draw. You have you take a certain number of top golfers and a certain number of drawn golfers out of each of these piles that we end up creating. So what I do for the draw, so what that's supposed to mean is just a random draw. So the way I do that is I use a and where did that go? I use a 20-sided die to help us do that, so that way we don't bias it one way or the other, because it can be easy to do that. You won't always get take the ones at the end. So all right, I've done some shuffling here, so I'm going to take and try to cut these roughly in half for morning and afternoon. What?
Can one of these cough drops right here?
Yes, you can have a cough drop. There's a paper wrapping it, so come here, give it here. Here you go. So what we want to do is we want to try and roughly get the same number of golfers in the morning and the afternoon. So that's pretty close. So this is going to be afternoon. We'll take those second. So we've got a field of 156 golfers. And as you saw, we did some play-ins. So what we'll do is we will we're going to make... I'm going to try to make 8 even piles here as best we can again. So let me see how this looks. All right, we're not too bad. So, as is the case here, you will see that we have some issues with total space, but we will make do. I mean, when I say total space, I just mean it's tough for me to put everybody in there. So let's see, that's 7. All right, we got to make one more pile. And let me see. And as I've said before, I really don't really think it makes a big difference whether or not we see which golfers are in which piles. So this one might have a couple too many. All right, so we'll go with that. That's pretty close. Okay, so now what we do is we take 2 dice. We'll take the white die and the green one and the D20. And I don't know if we need a decider here, but what we'll do is we will roll for each pile that we have created. And it goes from, it's an ascending order, so if you have a 1 and a 6, you go 16. If you have a 6 and a 5, you go 56. And I'm a little stuffy here, so with the first pile, we will roll a 46, which means we draw 1 and choose the top 4. So, and when by the top 4, what we mean is you see these ratings here, like on Ellis Moberly's card, a 3C. They are ranked in terms of the lower the number, the better the golfer, and the higher the alphanumeric character. So an A is better than a B. So 1A is your best. And in these piles here, the highest we'll have the worst will be a 5C. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll the D20 and see what number comes up. It's a 9. So from there we figure out the 9th golfer in here, and that person will be the one who is going to make the cut. 3, 4. Let me make sure. Yes. The best way to ensure that these guys are not stuck together is to hold them up to the light. So what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Here is 9. It's going to be Kenny Service making the cut. And so then we need the top 4 golfers after that? Yes. So we have Martin Van Dyke and Evan Aldrich are 1C and 2A respectively. So there's 2 of the 4. Then we've got a couple of 3Cs, and they will make the cut. And that is it. So there we go. So we've got 5 making the cut out of pile 1. No outstanding. The rest of these guys have missed the cut. And maybe next tournament. Okay. Pile 2. 36. Draw 3, choose 3. So we're going to get 6 golfers out of this. So we draw 3, and the top 3 also. So number 4. So this guy here, Craig Angelo, he will make the cut. Then another 5 to go through here. So let me double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nick Yarlett, and one last draw golfer. It's a 14. So it was this guy. 1, 2. So 6. So we start here. 6, 12, 13, 14. Steve Runyon goes in. So now we have the top three that are left. So the 2 3Bs and a 4A. So Canepa and Rooney are going to miss out. And these three guys make the cut. All right, so we've had 11 golfers so far in 2 piles. So here's pile number 3, 55. The top 5 golfers, no draws. So that's going to make it interesting. What we're going to do is I'm going to try and put them in a way that there's 3 C's. It's a 5B, 4A, 2B, 3A. Ziggy's not going to make it. It's the top 5 golfers, so Ziggy Juno not going to make it. A 2A and a 4C, so we'll put him over here, these 2 guys. So we need 4, and I need to refresh my memory. I can never quite remember. Where did that go? Oh, does it say it on the sheet here as far as ties? I'm trying to remember ties. Any golfers tied for the last remaining spot in the stack to make more than one to choose the appropriate number of golfers. Allow any golfer tied for the last remaining spot to make the cut. So we're going to have 6 guys make it in rather than 5. So these guys go. We're going to have 6 out of pile 3, so that takes it up to 17. Okay. $34. Draw 1 outstanding golfer in the top 3 remaining, so it's an 8. So let's see who's going to be outstanding out of this group. Golfer number 8. There's one of my custom cards. Double check these. Yeah, that's fine. That one's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to be Zephaniah Scott. That is your outstanding golfer, and then the top of the rest. So, and this one seems like 2 caught together, so let's be sure. Okay, so the top 3 remaining. So Demelmeyer will be 1. Sommers is going to be in there. And a 2C is Chico Fonseca. The rest of these gentlemen will miss the cut, including my custom cards that are in there, so that's too bad. So that was 4. That takes it up to 21. So now pile 5. Oh, I forgot. So my sheet here, I'm keeping a running total so I can. So we got 34 again. So that means another outstanding golfer will come out of here. So let's see. 10. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8, 9, 10. It was 10. Chris Funk is going to be an outstanding golfer, so we might get one of these custom cards into that final pairing. So now there's the top 3 that are left. It'll be Rodell, Mackay Berry and Carlos Solari. So we're going to get a couple, at least through to the cut. We're going to have Chris Funk, who very likely will make, be in that pack that is either contending or just outside the contending zone. So, okay, so that was another 3-1. Just to show you here what I'm doing. I'm just keeping a running tab. I'm going to total them up so that way I can see how many I've got. So, pile 6. Another 34. Wow. Okay. It's getting a little not so random. Not happy about that, but... Alright. So, again. Okay, so there's 2 stuck together there. He was on top. There's... Double check now. Yes. So we need 15. So I imagine we will get through to the second time through these. There's 4. So we got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Kevin Percival is going to be outstanding. And then with the 34, that means we take the top 3 again. And it's going to be a 3A, a 3C, and a 4B. And so Kirk Redwine just barely misses out on making his first cut. So what do we have here? That's 26 and 329 with 2 more piles to go. 14 this time is draw 3 and then the top outstanding golfer. So this time we're going to get at least 4 outstanding golfers. And there is an 18. All right, so let's get these all fanned out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. So then 18 would be number 8. You'd be Jurgen Bierman. Remember him? He was in that final pairing. So we're going to have draw 3, and then the top one will be... So Bierman will go... I'm going to make sure that we do... Write them down here. All right, so we need to draw... So Wiles was number 9. We need to draw 2 more. And so it'll be Justin Wallace right here at the end. And then 1 more drawn. 12. So we start back here again. We've got 8 left. 9, 10, 11, 12. Hyro Roach will make the cut. Now the top guy left is outstanding. And we're going to take both of these guys in. So it's going to be 2 outstanding players because they're the 2 top ones that are left, both 3Bs. It'll be Ethan McMillan and Todd Aarons. So we're going to have 5, and the rest of these players have not made the cut. And now 1 more roll. We are at, what is that? 34. There's 24. Draw 2 and top 2. So 11, 1, 2. And no outstanding golfers out of this one. Let me double check these. Yep, that one's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll check 10. 11, 12. I know 11. Right at the end. Tyler Gentry will make the cut, and one more to draw. 15. So we're gonna go back. So we have 10 left. So it'll be number 5. Carter Jacobs, another one of our qualifiers, and one of my custom cards comes in. So now the top that are left, it will be a 3A and 2 3Bs. 3 3Bs. Okay, so we're going to have a total of, 6 here made. And so we've got 5, and then this was 29, 35. So we got 40 there, so hopefully in the rest of the hopefully in the afternoon round we get some lower rolls, because otherwise we might be a little bit on the heavy side, but it's okay. All right, so now we're going to get the afternoon pairings, and we are at about 25 minutes so far, so we're going to try and even this out the best we can. All right, so now we'll take another. There's that one. Okay. Okay, so we got the rest of these. I don't know if you can see the. That's 8 there. Yep. Okay, so here we are with the afternoon groupings. So let's go with pile 1. A 44. Draw 1 in the top 4. So let's draw the 1, and it's a 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll be Steve Foshi. And then the top 4 remaining. Let's kind of wade these through a bit. So this is cut off here. Shane Sterling definitely will make it. Sudbury is going to go to the left of TN. You got Ingram. 2 more here. Felix David, and then a 3A Saxerhold. Okay, so the top 4, that means these guys are all going to be gone. It'll be Cavallari, Tom Sudbury, Lanny Saxerholt, and Su Chen Tien. They'll make the cut, the rest of these guys, and that's 5. Okay, group 2. Well, I'm going to have to re-roll this guy. So 14. Draw 3 in the top outstanding. So we're going to have 6 outstanding golfers. This outstanding pile keeps growing. So 14 is draw 3. And then the top is outstanding. So here we go. Just a second here. To re-roll this guy. So 14. Draw 3 in the top outstanding. So we're going to have 6 outstanding golfers. This outstanding pile keeps growing. So 14. Okay, I haven't rolled the D20. So let's roll it here. 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Adrian Hyde, first draw golfer on a 14 again. It's draw 3. So another 14 comes up. So that's, what's that, 8, 16, 15, 14. Danny Rowetter. And a 19. So then we start at LaSalle, and that's 7. So 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Ray Tuminello. And Trent McAdams is an outstanding golfer. Out of this, he's the top guy remaining. 1B. So, all right, we will go to pile number 3. That's a 16. Draw 5 in the top remaining. Not going to be outstanding though. Here's 1. 2. So Gareth Leonard is probably going to be the top remaining unless he's picked. 3. Oh, let me just double check all this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Emmerich 5, 6, 7, 8. So 15, it means Gooch Wilborg will be, he'll make the cut. And how many are we taking? We're drawing 5 and choosing the top remaining. So the next roll is another 19. So we've got 7, 14, 21, 20, 19. Nate Killo. 3, 1, 2, 3. Co. 2 more. And that is an 18. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. Hockel. And 11. So we're 4, 8, 12, 11. Kenneth and Hahn. And Emmerich will make it. And Gareth Leonard is going to miss the cut because he got drawn into the same pile as Emmerich. That's the way it goes. So we've got 6 guys who made it in. 55 top 5 golfers, no draws here, so just fan them out. So I'm going to try and do some triage here to. So Myung Cho, we saw him in the previous outing that we had. There's a 3B. Will Janis will probably make his first cut here, I believe. There's a 3C, so we need top 5. So Christopher Heath will only make it if these 2 golfers are less. 3A, that's going to knock him out. And it's another 3A, so Wyatt Sells does not make it. That was the top 5. And everybody else misses, so. Okay. All right, so 4 more to go. 13 is, my eyes are starting to bug out a bit. Draw 2 and then the top remaining golfer, so we should get, well, let's see, could be 3. Draw 2, correct? So 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's Madden McLean. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. John Westinghouse. And so Madden McLean, the only real chance he has to make it out of our customs is to get right now a roll of, let's see, how many are there? There are 10 left. He needs either 5 or 15 right now. There's a 10, so it will be right back to Kenji Morita. And then the top one left is Enrique Magallanes, and so he'll make the cut. 3 out of pile 5 make it in, and at least 1 3 golfer misses the cut. Let me see something. Did I put? I did put what's his face in here, right? Yep, Gareth Leonard is definitely in there. So, okay, we've got 3 more piles to go. 25. Draw 3, top 2. 11. 'Still under the weather here. A bit. Trying to fight through it here. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. Okay, so what did we say? We had an 11, right? 11 was rolled. CJ Hope will make it in, and so let me double check. 25. Draw 3. 14. So we got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Smokey Novak. Draw 3, top 2. So 1 more drawn. And it's a 1. It'll be Newt Washburn. Then the top 2 left are Gil Granbury, who folded in the last tournament. And then the 2C of Abdil Yusuf. He'll make it in. One of my custom golfers. We'll see if he can make the final pairings or not. So that was 3 and 2 is 5. And a 56 is going to be draw 1 and the top 5 remaining. So we're going to get 6 out of that pile. So we're doing drawing 1. 13. 2. Double check here. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Andy Jansen. And so then the top 5 remaining. So we've got Yun Lee Song, We have a 3B, Jae-Gun Woo. We got a 3B, John Reasoner, and then we've got a 4B and 4C. That's 5. Dylan Reed and Yi Jin Tong will not make it. So one more pile to go. 15. Draw 4, and the top remaining will go in. So let's just go ahead and fan them out here. 2, 3. There's Adam Trenchard. He won the first turn. Cameraman. There's 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. All right, so here we go. We need to draw 4. And then the top remaining. So here we go. 8. We had 9, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. Duncan Kramer. 18. So that took us down to 8. 16, 17, 18. Samson Peterson. All right. 12. So we've got 7, 14, 13, 12. Freddie Moran, and then one more. And then 9. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Clive Kenny. And then with the 15, the top remaining golfer. That will be Gail Honorado, and these 4 will go by the wayside. And that is that. So we've got, how many we get there? We got 5. All right, so we've got 8. 8 and 14 is 22. 33. Wait, no, that's not right. That can't be right. 8, 11. Wait, 8, 14, 19, and 8 is 27, and 6, 33, and 5, 38, and 1 is 39. We're going to have a bunch of golfers here. We're going to be a little bit over. So we've got 39 from the afternoon. We've got 40. That's going to be 79 golfers total. That's going to be okay. That's right at the edge of what we would do, but it's going to be all right because that's the way it works out. So that is our making the cut. We will have to do the third round at another time and see who filters to the top and who is going to end up being one of the early finishers on Sunday. So one moment, as we will be right back. So we've got a pretty decent set of golfers here. We do have Adam Trenchard, who missed the cut. He won the first tournament. I don't think I don't recall seeing Kawahara making the cut either. So we're going to have a new winner here on this tour, since we don't have any history. So but like I said, our next round will be flushing it out to the point where we're setting up the final leaderboard, and we'll have a chance to play it out here. So hope you all enjoyed this. I believe it. I consider it to be an interesting mechanism, but I don't know how many of you think so. So we'll be back. We'll be back either. It'll probably be tomorrow, which is Monday, and for that, or maybe a little later tonight. We'll see how I feel. But take it easy. Like the video if you are interested in these. I plan to keep making videos with this, so but just it helps show that people are interested in watching these videos. If you would do that, I would appreciate that. So thanks a lot. Have a great evening, and enjoy your tabletop games here from the Tabletop Baseball Plus channel.